treat today. An early top 10 matchup. Both these teams thinking national championship down the line, trying to make a strong case today. Welcome, folks, to the campus of the Red Hawks of Miami University of Ohio in Oxford, Ohio. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. Greenway Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Red Hawks will kick this deep to start us off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. They're going to run it. And the visitors start with a run that barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a long return, but the important thing, the big right side of scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him. And this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Ball handed to the running back. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find...
Breaks into the clear. The 30. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Wants to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers offense back out there now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Now the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have. But you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one's picked off. What a play.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Here comes the Miami offense back on the field. Keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab. It's Goff. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete again. A 3rd straight misfire. Brings up 4th down now. And the Redhawks will have to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Georgia State offense on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a 3rd down play coming up.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they hand it off to the back. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Miami of Ohio has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaking free at the 35. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. The Red Hawks will have 1st and 10 here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Off target with the throw. Incomplete. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pass caught on a comeback route. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. And the Red Hawks will try to keep this drive moving. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami of Ohio. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Panthers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Always looking to throw. He'll throw it now. Looking right, this one caught. And bring him down. The Wildcat produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see
a deep shot to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He gets loose. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. The Red Hawks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the Red Hawks getting set on 1st and 10. And the back gets the football. Fighting off the defender.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Goff. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. Finds the man open on the right side downfield. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. This time it's complete. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Freshman shows inexperience, like he didn't get intercepted.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on fourth down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Pass incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
That is broken up and incomplete.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go.
Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Look out, he's loose. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
My, oh my. Now That's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And it's a direct snap. The pass is caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's a good coverage there. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the wildcat look.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up third down now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid... Good work by the return man. And the Panthers offense back out there now. Gonna run it. It's James. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Finding space at the 20. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
To throw, it's Stanley. The receiver grabs it. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. You're not giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to chuck it again. He's got it right near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field going for it on fourth down. QB keeper all the way. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Fourth and short, and the conversion goes for even more. I thought he was going to take it to the end zone. They set up a first and goal inside the 1 with a chance to deal another big blow to this defense's confidence.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Touchdown, Panthers, to put them on top now.
Chris, how about this old school approach here? Well, they have 3 tight ends, and they run the fullback in. That is pure power by this offense.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown.
And Chris, just like that, 6 points. This guy is unbelievable, setting up his blocks and then using his speed to take it all the way to the house for a touchdown.
BAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Georgia State offense on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The 25 at 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? The secondary backed up off the ball now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down play for this offense. Back to pass. It's Stanley. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Handoff here from the shotgun.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Catch made on the right side. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Miami of Ohio has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Defense showing blitz here. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense retakes the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. We stop him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
The Red Hawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Oh, look at the quick cut. He
stop just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Trying to find room. It's Jones. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
He hands it to the back. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He's got room to run. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Back to throw. It's Stanley. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Miami offense back on the field. Well, time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Now, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. That's knocked away. The defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
In the college game, it's very challenging for these quarterbacks to make full field reads. Here, surveying the defense in the middle of that coverage, very difficult to find an opening and make that throw.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Redhawks. They finish off the scoring drive.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move now. And this is caught. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. leaning on the run game here. Fights off a defender.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. It's a shotgun run call. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Breaks into open space. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Takes the handoff. It's James. They pick up enough for the first down. Football